Hey there, guys. Welcome back. Before we start today's game, just want to show you two more new signings we picked up. This is Zhou Jiancheng. We got him. Where did we get you from? We got him from Chongqing for 5 million renminbi not too long ago. Another one of these sort of fringe players who plays fairly well. The nice thing about him is that he's Chinese, and we need guys who are Chinese. And that's the reason why we see him there on the right side. And we'll look at him real quick. He actually prefers to be on the left, but he's got to play on the right side today because we need a certain number of Chinese players in this squad. The other one, of course, is Cheng Bingbin, who I mentioned last time when we played Liaoning FC. Cheng Bingbin is definitely an excellent player for our squad. He's a good player ready for the Super League. We got him off of Liaoning FC. We got him for a bargain, only 850,000 renminbi, and he's already got a goal for us in one game. And that's the way that it goes today. We auto number here, and we'll push them on forward. And here we go at Shanxi Guoli, and we will try our hardest to beat them today. And as you know, as you've been watching this series, it shouldn't be much of a problem for us to win this match. We've been winning everything. We've been winning everything, including matches in the Chinese FA Cup, which I didn't think we were likely to win. This is almost completely a new-look team from where we were at the very beginning of this series. If you go back and you watch it, it's amazing how much we've changed as the weeks and months in-game have gone on, or in real life as the weeks have gone on. There's a lot of change that happened very, very quickly here. We still have time left in this transfer window, but I think that we're probably just about done with everything. The board now is happy that I've at least made an effort to spend the whole transfer budget. And here is Yi Jinyong with the ball over to Zhou Jiancheng, who finds Delphi right away, and that one hits the woodwork. I don't know if you noticed this or not. In the latest update, there seem to be a lot more balls that are hitting off the wood on the sides of the goal. And I saw a post online somewhere today about that. I've noticed this a lot, and I don't know if I need to blame Delphi for not putting that one in, or if that is some sort of issue with the current update and the current state of the match engine. Who knows? We'll see. Let's try to get the ball off of Shanxi here, and Torres gets it easily. I just kick it back to us. Yi Jinyong now over to Wade, over to Cheng Bingbin, who pulls it out. He takes his time. He penetrates, and it goes over to Victor, and Victor is so unpredictable the way that he handles the ball. Gets the cross in, and unfortunately not able to find anybody. Goes back to Dicko Ng now, over to Yi Jinyong. And Yi Jinyong has it over to Wade, and he threads the needle over to Zhou Jiancheng. And told you today I was talking about him. He scored his first goal here on his debut match, and it is 1-0 Yanbian FC. And we're not even 2 minutes into this match, and we're already running away with it. And again, this is something that you're probably used to seeing from us. This is the way that it's been for the last, year, the last full season. We haven't lost yet this season, if you don't count friendlies. And it's 1-0 for us, and we have a pretty good team, I would say. Now, here's a corner from Yi Jinyong taking it, steps back and delivers, and he's got Torres, and Torres just cannot get that one to go down. Otherwise, that would be 2-0 for us. Very, very well done on that corner. I don't know what you guys have found. I found that actually those near post corners tend to work better for me and for my team, but that may be because we don't have a lot of great corner takers. There's Zhou Jiancheng again looking for number 2, and Pei Chen Song, the goalkeeper for Shanxi Guoli, is the one who's able to grab onto that one. Torres now over to Wade, and Wade misses it. Victor, however, able to get it back over to Ng, back to Victor, and Victor has offense on the mind, over to Ng again, looking for that cross, finds it over to Delphi, and Eunice is always going to score that one, number 4 of the season for Delphi, and he is something, absolutely marvelous. This guy is incredible, absolutely incredible. What a find by our scouts, what a signing for us. He's just been amazing. In the just few games that he's played, he scores like crazy. He scores like it's going out of style. 2-0 for Yanbian FC now on 10 minutes, and we are rolling once again. And let's see if we can keep this one up, guys. They say 6,000, a little over 6,000 people here for this match, which must be a pretty good crowd for Shanxi Guoli, who I think are 20th or something like that. Although I might be confusing them with another team. Maybe they're 10th. I don't know. They don't have any hope at doing anything this season, I'll tell you that. And they have the ball, and they're passing it right over us now, and it's Wang Gun over to Ma Xiaofeng. But fortunately, Liu Shaoziyang has that one, and that is the end of the Shanxi Guoli attack. And I'm very happy that we don't have Hoyu back there in goal flailing his arms around, and it's Torres here with another header, this time from a free kick. And once again, just goes wide of the goal this time, not over, but wide. And Pei Chen-song delivers it again, and Yeji is all over that one. And Lee Jin-young misses his header and it ends up going back to Torres. And Lee Jin-young, though he is kind of the female fan favorite, is a player I'm a little bit worried about. And part of me wonders if we shouldn't think about putting him out on loan because he's had a couple of poor performances here lately, a couple of things that are getting me a little bit worried. That wasn't a great pass there from him either. And here comes Victor. And he's trying to find the cross, unable to do so. Wade now has it over to Ng. And Ng is fouled in the penalty area. It's going to be Delphi here to take the corner. I'm 100% sure of that. No, it's Dicko Ng. Oh, that's interesting. So it ends up being Ng taking not the corner, but the penalty. A little early in the morning here still. And Ng sticks that one in. And it is now 3-0 Yanbian FC after about 25 minutes. And we are running away with this match. And, I mean, you weren't going to expect anything different anyway. You know, you always knew that this was going to happen. We're pushing our way now to try to get 200 goals this season. It's not much of an accomplishment when you consider the strength of the opposition. I mean, great, you scored 200 goals against the Chinese, third tier, but it's still something to be proud of. Chung Binbin there with his second goal for us, I want to say. That makes 4-0 now, Yanbian FC, and that one just barely went in. Look at this replay. Victor with an excellent near post corner. Chung Binbin just barely able to get his head onto it, and Pei Chen-song has to do a better job there to stop that one. I've got to put the blame on Pei Chen-song, who didn't look very good there for Shanxi goalie. Another poor Chinese goaltender, and boy, there are a lot of them here in the save. Holland now trying to get the cross in, and he does manage to get it in, and it ends up going out for another throw. Holland with a very, very good job there trying to get this ball into a crossing position. I mean, he's lost it. It kicks over to the side. He stays with it, lets the defender run past it, and then he finds Delphi for what is almost a certain goal. And, I mean, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all from the kid who's still trying to fit into the squad, and we're going to keep starting him. There's Holland again, and he finds Zhou Jiantong and ends up going over to Delphi, who has the shot from a real tricky angle. That's not bothering anybody. I mean, we're not going to worry too much about that again because it's 4-0 for us. And you can see that everybody's having a good game, really, except for Yi Jinyoung right now. And even then, he's not having such a bad game. It's just that we could use to see him, actually win some of those headers for a change. It looks like Victor is getting a little bit tired, so we are going to replace him. I think actually we're going to put in Li Chao, who I think is one of these older players. Yes, 35 years old. We signed him almost completely for his personality and because he can go in and play. Not a particularly good player. He's pretty good for this level. And that's about it. But the reason why we signed him mostly is because of that resolute personality. And because we need him for situations like this where we have a lead already. We just sort of need to see the game out. And, we want somebody who's going to have a good personality that can be kind of influential in the dressing room. Speaking of which, I should mention here that there's a good chance that Fan Xiang is going to wind up being purchased by Kichi in Hong Kong. They've put in an offer for him. And frankly, Fan Xiang is kind of not really up to the level of playing with this squad as Yi Jin-young takes it up forward. So we'll see what happens. He passes it over looking for Delphi, can't find him. Now it's Holland with it. And Holland gets the crossover looking for Ng, and he gets a header on it. And unfortunately, Pei Chen-song is there to make the save. And it's okay. We're still up 4-0. Wade now with the free kick, and it goes over to Yeji, and he just can't get his head on the ball at the right angle. Wade again with another one of these free kicks, and this time Yeji gets his head on it and pushes it down and gets the goal, and that is his first goal of the season. After playing, I don't even know how many games he's played for us. He's been one of our starting sort of star center backs. When you look at what our scouts say, they think that Yeji is still the best center back that we have on this club. I'm actually a little bit worried about that because he doesn't like those big matches. It's okay now, but what happens when we're talking about, a Chinese FA Cup final, or what happens when we get over to the Chinese Super League, right? Are we going to continue to stick with this guy? So there's a chance that he might not be on this squad for much longer either, and Delphi's way offside. He's offside by about a mile. He should know better than that. Part of the problem with Yeji is I think he's 28, and so you have an older player who doesn't like playing in big matches and who tends to fall apart. I mean, it's not a great formula for success. So we'll see what we can do to fill in that gap. What we need are more Chinese players, and it's hard to find good quality Chinese players. And that's mostly because of where we are in the league, not because there's anything wrong with China in this game. Yi Jin-young now. Passes it back to Torres, over to Wade. Wade over to Li Chao. Li Chao with a little bit of a cross. Not a great cross from him. Doesn't have quite that same energy that Victor brings in, but it's all right. It's not bad to watch this guy play and see what he can bring for us. And, it wasn't an awful cross. It wasn't an awful pass to Chung Bingbing. I mean, we'll take it. All right, we'll definitely take that one any day of the week. And we end up with no goal, and it is still 5-0 Yanbian FC. And we're just sort of slowly moving forward here towards the end and the conclusion of the match. We're going to take Torres off here, I believe. That is shouts, I want tactics. We have found tactics. We will take Torres off. We're going to put Paulson on for him. And we'll confirm the sub, and we'll keep going. See if Paulson gets upset with me for not starting him today. Wade now with another free kick, and he takes a shot, and that was just off the side woodwork. Otherwise, that would have been a goal. And you'll notice this here. We've had, like 2 or 3 shots already that have bounced off the wood. That's more than we normally should have, and I don't know if I want to blame the players or blame the match engine or what. Chung Bingbing now over to Eng. Eng looking for a man forward, can't find him. There's nothing but yellow jerseys in front of him. Takes it slow and then finds Chung Bingbing standing all alone. He misses the shot, but I mean, what happened there on defense? Unfortunately, we don't see a replay, but I mean, there's no one around him at all. Lee Jin-young wins this header, and unfortunately, the Shanxi Guoli defenders are able to get around onto it, and they just sort of lump it forward to nobody. Li Chao, who has been on only a couple of minutes and already has a yellow card, is able to track them one down. It goes forward to Chung Bingbing, back to Wade. There's Chung Bingbing again over to Eng. Eng looks forward. He's dispossessed. And where are our attacking players? Well, nobody's there supporting Delphi. I don't know what happened. There's Zhou Jiancheng over to Yi Jin-young. Yi Jin-young looking forward over to Holland. Holland now, and he's going to put in a cross. Here comes the cross. Eventually, he passes to Yi Jin-young, who does cross finally, and it's over to Chung Bingbing in an excellent position. But unfortunately, he's covered. So Holland right here, he needs to learn that he needs to cross that. You cross that one forward, we got 3 guys standing right there, sort of near post. Instead, you have to have Yi Jin-young make this sort of difficult kind of floating pass forward, looking for a header, which hasn't been quite that successful. And then Paul Wade, in the end, is able to score from that free kick for that goal that he's been looking for all game long. 6-0 now, Yanbian FC. And 200 goals is looking more and more likely here this season. And pretty good looking free kick there from Wade. I'm pretty impressed with that one. And that will probably be the end of this match. Let's see if anything else happens here. 2 shots on target, by the way, for Shanxi Guoli, who've had a better game than I was expecting. Because usually we would give up 0. Paulson now, and he sort of stands with it, and that is the end of the match. It's an exceptional game from us. We have emerged victorious. Of course, you didn't expect anything else. And I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.